halfway point of the season, approaching it anyway, and we'll start with Coach. We got Jason Lewis here as well. But Coach, we'll start with you and your final thoughts after a big win, homecoming and another tough team coming here in Idaho State.
Yeah, we're happy to be 1-0 in the Big Sky right now, and certainly fired up for homecoming week here in Missoula with Idaho State coming to town. So they present a big challenge. They've got their quarterback back. They've played really well with him in the game. They absolutely killed Portland State last week. I think they're up 41-7 at half, and obviously one going away. I think they're extremely well coached. They've done an amazing job there. I mean, it's historically been a place where it's been a little up and down, and these guys have done a really nice job coaching there. They play hard. They're sound. Their scheme's excellent. They're a handful to prepare for. I know they feel real strongly about their skill players, particularly on the offensive side of the ball, which I agree with. And then you look at the defensive side of the ball, they're only giving up 20 points a game or thereabouts. So this is a dangerous, dangerous opponent, and they've got our attention early on in the week this week. So the programs know each other really well. The staffs know each other really well. Numerous of their guys are guys who've worked here and or alums of our place. So with that crossover, we're going to have to change some things, offense, defense, special teams, and try to keep them from knowing ahead of time what we're doing on any given play.
Coach Dalton Sneed won a second straight Big Sky Player of the Week award. What is he doing so well that's, kind of leading the offense?
Yeah, he's completing passes at a high rate, high percentage. He's getting us into the right play calls, both run and pass. He's making plays with his feet. Just really operating quite efficiently.
Once again, you were outstanding in the third quarter. You have been throughout the course of the season. What's worked coming out of halftime for this team this season?
Yeah, I think we've just executed well. We've been precise, sharp. That's where it comes from. It works in the first quarter, and the fourth quarter as well. But we've executed really well.
Not just winning Saturday, but really dominating on the road against the number 4 team in the nation. What does that say about the state of Grizz football right now?
We don't really look at it that way. We look at it as that's for you all. You got to have something to fill your week with. Yeah, we look at it as 1-0 in the Big Sky.
Rob Fennessy, obviously a guy who coached for you, alluded to the amount of crossover, but this will be the first time you guys go head-to-head in this capacity. What do you think that's going to be like on Saturday to face a guy who you know so well?
Well, I kind of touched on it a little bit. I think they're really well coached. Those guys do a good job, and Rob, as well as their assistant coaches, their strength coach is a guy that's been with us. They're a fit-looking, good-looking group. I mean, Dan Ryan does a great job in their weight room. That they know how we do business. We probably don't have quite as good an idea how they do it because we haven't been immersed in it. But as I mentioned, we'll have to change a few things to counteract that.
You do have that overlap. How similar is what they run compared to what you guys ran here your first time?
Oh, we've all evolved quite a bit, Frank, so I wouldn't say real similar at all.
Matt Struck, 6 touchdowns on 16 completions, I think. What specifically as a quarterback is he good at?
Well, he's good at a lot of things. You look at their production when he went out in the Utah game and then didn't play against Northern Iowa. It was a completely different offensive team in terms of their production. With him being back in the mix and healthy, they're a whole different beast. They really believe their offensive skill players to be the best in the league. Maybe they're right. They're awfully good. So he throws it up to them, he's accurate, and they go make plays. And if you look at you guys will get a chance to catch some of the Portland State highlights, but if you look at the way they were up on them big, like once they got it rolling, it was It was unreal. And then you can go back to, and this is more about the wide receivers, but you can go back to their game against Idaho last year, or the first 3 quarters of their game at Davis last year. I mean, they just lit people up. It's eye-opening.
Just on Patrick O'Connell, he's having a good defensive year so far, a local kid. Have you been impressed with him, and what is he doing right out there?
Yeah, Pat's doing a lot of things right. He's making some plays, taking advantage of his opportunities. I always like to see guys come on and get a chance and perform, and he's done a nice job the last couple weeks.
And Jace, I guess coming off not just a win, but stopping one of the best quarterbacks in the FCS, does that give the defense a boost of life, I guess, or a shot of life?
Yeah, I mean, we came out of that game feeling pretty good, but like Coach Hauk said, I mean, we're 1-0 in the conference, and that's the biggest thing right now for us.
You guys have played your senior quarterback every week. What do you learn from that, or how can that help you going forward?
Yeah, I mean, playing against veteran guys, it's always like a challenge every week, but just get in the film room and study them and stuff and treat it like every week. And
what did you guys feel like you did well against Jake Mayer last week?
I thought he threw the ball pretty well against us, and I mean, I feel like the D-line got a pretty good pass rush on him, and we got some pressure on him early, which helped us, I think, in the end, but I think we contained him pretty well.
When you continue to have to face really high-powered offenses, is that exciting for you as a defensive guy to try and both from the effort side, but also just from the schematic side, to try and figure out, okay, how are we going to get this done this week?
Yeah, I always think the challenge is fun. I mean, coming in every week with a new game plan and just seeing what it is and what we have to do to execute that, it's always a fun thing, and I think everybody accepts the challenge every week, and it's always fun on Saturdays.
Coach, you talked about Idaho State's skill position players being some of the best in the Big Sky, but obviously, you know, your skill position players have been racking up touchdowns and yards, right up there with the best of them. Kind of touch on how that helps out the offense as a whole, that there's so many different weapons.
Well, when you can be balanced, meaning the ball moves around, both in terms of run pass, or when it goes to different people in the throwing game, it's hard on defenses. You know, being a defensive guy, and Jace kind of alluded to that just a second ago. When you're playing offenses that are multiple and balanced, it's difficult.
It also seemed like the offensive line Saturday maybe got as big of a push as they've had this season, and really opened up some holes of running game, protected well. What do you think about their progress to this point this year?
Well, I think we're getting better. I think we've improved throughout the offseason, and then I wouldn't say each week because we didn't play very well at Oregon, but we've improved through the season so far. So through the first, third to half of the season, it's been better. I think they're playing with more confidence, probably because they have better understanding of the offense, and we're just going to keep playing a lot of bodies in that group, and everybody gives us a little bit something different, which helps.
Jace, the fact that this is homecoming, is that something that, I know there's stuff going on through the week, but is that something that gets incorporated into what you do from a football standpoint, or is that just for the rest of the campus and group to kind of enjoy and participate in?
Well, I mean, it's a good having like everybody come back and stuff, and I know we do the pep rally on Fridays. I mean, that's always fun too.
Friday at 8, Jace.
Yeah, Friday.
Be there at 7:45.
Yeah, Friday at 8. But no, I mean, it's a fun week, but I mean, your focus is strictly on Saturday, so I mean, you just got to try to treat it like every week.
Obviously, Dante is, a really good football player, but for you guys to be a kind of tandem like that and to kind of create some havoc, how fun is that just as a position group to be in there and kind of tag team with them?
Yeah, I mean, it's a blast. I mean, the whole backer section is a pretty close-knit group, so it's always fun. I know the D-line eats up double teams, so we can flow to the ball pretty well. But yeah, it's fun.
Anybody else? Coach, I don't know how familiar you are with the law that was just passed in California about student athletes having the right to use their likeness for pay. Any thoughts on that?
It'll be interesting. I think it'll probably destroy college athletics in some form or fashion.
Thank you.